there's the three things you want to manage for. And these are the elements that make up the quality score. So the first thing is the landing page quality. So one little sneaky trick is that if you're bidding for the term Hampton Physio, and you're already ranking #1 in SEO for Hampton Physio, you can't get a better landing page quality because Google already says in their other algorithm, which is very, very similar to the AdWords algorithm, that this page is the best site they can find on the web for the term Hampton Physio. Otherwise, they wouldn't show it #1. That's why it's #1, because it's the best page on the web. So if you're actually sending AdWords traffic to that, Google has to give you a 10 out of 10 because it is the best page they have on the web naturally. So of course, it's going to be the best page they can show for pay-per-click. So we always want to try and refine that so your AdWords actually match the landing page. You don't want to sort of go bid for back pain, chiro, physio, hurt knee, hurt ankle, and send them all to the one page because again, it's that one page, one purpose method from an SEO perspective, from a conversion perspective, and from an AdWords perspective. You want to actually target each phrase or each ad group to a particular landing page so it matches from a user perspective. And Google will actually see that you're bidding on a keyword, the keyword's actually in the advert somewhere, and the keyword's on the page, it'll reward you for that. Which is basically what the relevance thing comes into. So split testing your adverts, having 1 or 2 adverts running at any given time is actually important because it'll actually help your click-through rate. One thing that we do is a little bit of a trick from a split testing perspective, not only from AdWords, but all split testing, even with direct mail and stuff like that. We actually do an AAB split test. So if we've got an ad group running, we'll actually run 3 different ads in that group. What we'll actually do is add like A1, which is the first advert, we'll basically literally replicate that exactly. So if we have a winning ad that's winning right now and is getting a click-through rate of 10% or whatever it might be, we'll run that ad twice, identical, in the same group. And then we'll run a B2, which is the competitive one. So what will happen is, over time, this is going to get 33% of impressions, this will get 33%, and this will get 33%. So actually, all you're ever doing is risking 33% of your impressions on a testing ad. You know this is working, you know what sort of percentage this is getting. If you run 2 of these ads, you're running 66% of the impressions are getting the ad that you know works. You're only risking 30% of those impressions on an ad that may bomb and may be dead. If you just go an A, B, it's 50-50. So half your impressions could be an ad that actually kills. Does that make sense? So like, if you want to get anal with it, you can sort of go A1, A2, A3, B1. So you actually got 75% of your impressions are coming from the ad that you know that works, and 25% is just to the ad you're testing. So it's just ways to sort of reduce the risk of split testing and getting that relevance right, because you want to keep an ad that's working up there. And then you want to keep working on click-through rate. So by doing different ads and stuff like that is going to increase your click-through rate, and you want to keep your click-through rate high, because the higher the click-through rate, the lower the cost per click. So out of the 3 things that make up that quality score, the click-through rate is basically the most important. The higher the click-through rate, it's showing Google and the users that it's more relevant. So I guess the way that you should always, like the theory behind this and the mentality you should have in your mind as you're actually going through AdWords is actually a bit of a theory, like, what would Google do? So basically, the 3 things I always, when you're trying to do something, when you're trying to split test ads, put keywords in there, whether I'm going to go for a phrase match versus exact match or a broad match keyword phrase or how targeted my group's going to be, you sort of go through this 3-step process. What's Google's objective? Well, their objective, as Dave said earlier, is to serve the most relevant ads possible to ensure the user has the best experience. They want when someone searches Hampton Physio that all the results they see relate to that person who's going to help them. They don't want to show a physio in Mount Eliza or in Brunswick. They want to show Hampton. So you want to make sure it's relevant. So how does this situation relate to that? If I'm going to put in some keywords for, let's say, what's something that's relevant to physio but not exactly relevant? Let's say headaches, because headaches can be caused by back pain, which you could possibly fix. Migraines. So if you're going to bid on migraines and you're bidding on the term migraine and you're showing a physio ad, Google's going to go, well, is that really going to actually help the user get the most experience? Because if they sort of want results for migraine, possibly, but migraine in general is not that relevant to physio. So you want to sort of think from Google's perspective, are they thinking that migraine is a term that's relevant to physio? They'll probably say no. Remember, it's not one person sitting there going, yes, it's relevant, no, it's not. It's a computer and algorithm, so there's obviously not so much human interaction. And then basically, would Google penalise this, or would they applaud it and reward it? So if you're actually bidding on the term migraine, are they going to penalise you for bidding on migraine, or are they going to say, congratulations, you're doing the right thing, and reward you? Most likely they'll probably penalise you and actually charge you more, because the quality score's not going to be there, because of the relevance and that sort of stuff. So they'll up your bids. Because your maximum cost per click may be 50 cents in what we put in before, you'll probably only pay 30 cents a click. Because it's actually the bidding, that's your maximum bid. It doesn't mean you'll pay that. you only pay 1 cent more than what you have to the person who's number 2. If number 2 is only bidding 30 cents and you're bidding 50, they won't charge you 50, they'll charge you 31. And it's all that sort of algorithm element in there. So that's just a thing that like, a lot of people sort of say, what happens if I do this? What if I do that? How's this going to work? If you just sort of go through those 3 questions in your mind, that'll pretty much answer what would Google do. If you were Google trying to actually give the user the best experience, would they reward you and reduce your click-through rate by having the right keyword in the advert and on the landing page? Of course they are. You're giving the user a better experience. They'll reward you and drop your cost per click. If you're doing something a bit shady, they'll slap you. And if you, for example, bid on hotel reservations, like as an example, and sent traffic to Hampton Physio, they'll actually cancel that keyword and say it's not relevant at all, screw you. They'll let you bid on it for a couple of days and charge you through the nose for it, and then just go, sorry, you're not being relevant at all, and just disable that keyword, not allow you to bid on it. Or charge you through the nose and make you pay $5 a click because they don't think it's relevant. And that's pretty much just the AdWords overview. So I hope that sort of gives you an idea of how you can get traffic to your site really, really quickly. You don't have to worry about and wait for SEO. Helps you test stuff. So if you're testing different landing pages and things like that, it's a great way to fast track it. You can actually get traffic today for a particular keyword, because you might find that targeting back pain for physio, you might spend all this time and effort and resources and money doing AdWords, doing SEO for back pain physio, that doesn't actually convert for whatever reason. If you put a page up there, send AdWords traffic to it, you can see if that page actually converts and makes you money and gets you leads before you worry about doing SEO. I always say, with everything we do AdWords first to see if it converts. Because traffic's irrelevant if it doesn't convert. I want to get conversions first. So I pay to make sure the conversion works. Then, yes, this is profitable AdWords, I'll keep spending it, but then I'll go and invest the time and resources and effort in doing the SEO, because I know once I rank naturally number 1, I'm going to get more traffic, because number 1 in SEO gets far more traffic than number 1 in AdWords. People are wising up to know the difference. So natural listings will get more traffic. So don't waste your time SEOing something that's not going to convert, and you can test it through AdWords. So that's a big reason why I say use AdWords in your business, is just to test stuff first and foremost. If it's profitable long term, keep it going to help the business. Any questions?